Hey, 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 good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We're starting a little bit early this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Thursday morning. Oh boy, week's almost over, weekend's fast approaching. Time to start kicking back, relaxing, seeing what all we can do with the lockdown still in place and making the best of what we can. But welcome in. We are still playing Elite Dangerous this morning, and we are going to jump to a completely different system to, well, start adventuring outward some. So let's see what all we can find. Launch. And she is ignoring me. Okay. Oh, she is not responding very well. Let's see. Launch. Boy, she's really ignoring me. Thank you. Okay, she is hating me this morning. That's fine. We'll just do it the old fashioned way. Hey, Norm. Good morning. How are you doing today, sir? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well in all this craziness that's going on everywhere. So we're going to jump to a completely different system just for a change of pace. See what all trouble we can get into there, and I'm quite sure we're going to get into quite a bit of it. Never fails. Trouble always finds me. Just trying to get by. Any new surprises, gifts in the works? No, not lately. Not lately. I've been a good boy. Hard to believe, but yes, I've been good. Boosting power to the engines. Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe, but yes, I have been good. I have been good. Struggling with it, struggling, but I'm doing the best I can. As well, you know me, I'm just a glutton for punishment. So let's see what's here. Let's go explore some of the unknown of this system. Let's not go for the sun, though. Oh, okay. Hey, Emfried, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Welcome in. Just go and explore a few new places this morning in our hauler, which make a big boom if we get too close. Crash to the surface. Oh, you still see the starting screen? Might need to refresh. It may be stuck. Twitch has been having a lot of issues the past couple weeks, and it's yeah, hadn't exactly been working that great at times. You made it through another night at work? Good, good. Well, Norm, it's kind of hard to figure out if that one's the net or if that one's Twitch, because Twitch has been freezing quite a bit, and you know. Well, it's a nice little ice planet. Let's go check out another world. Well, that's not quite the way we want to check this one out, as slamming into it, but all right. You have got to quit this. It was bound to determine it was going to take me back to the planet. Let's see, we are still... trying to be careful here. Thought the idea was to deliver the freight, not blow up the planet. I don't think we're quite going to blow up the planet. I think we're going to slam into the planet. Big difference between the two. Big difference. I don't know. In my case, I think it would all fall perfectly in line. But you never can tell. You never can tell. But at least I didn't graduate from the Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy. However, now being a pilot for the Red Dirt Ranch Airlines, you never really know. You know? Hey, I just get you to the destination. I can't guarantee I'll get you there in one piece. Any openings in the tree parking department? Norm, you'd have to talk to Jimmy about that one. I really don't know. But I do know that when he plays on Nebraska Lands on Tuesday nights, he's still running into guide wires. That would explain the flight patterns. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we've already found out that this is an icy world. We've got this one scanned in. If we can slow down. At least the controller batteries aren't dying on me today, which is pretty good. All right. We're going to avoid the signal source because that's going to be something bad. Make sure there's some stations here we can get fuel out. Otherwise, we'll go back to the sun and scoop some more. So we're going to get close enough. We're going to do some scans of this one. If our speed picks up, we're going to get there sometime today. The first time attempting this, so you're along for the crash landing. Okay, according to this, we're in deep space. There goes our scans. There we go. Another ice planet. A moon. Yeah, I said that my first thought was Carol Marcus describing the Genesis project from Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Don't ask me why, it just popped into my mind. That's when they talk about a moon or other dead form that they could bring back to life. Yes, we're gallivanting around the cosmos, and hopefully I can get some. Whoop. We're going to bypass it before the scan is complete because I am going way, 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 way too fast. Okay. Well, we got it. Got to observe those speed limits. Observe those speed limits. Unidentified signal source, unidentified signal source. Yeah, we could probably sell a little bit of that information somewhere. Not expecting much for it because this area's probably been mapped out the yin yang. And let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I'm going to go dock here real quick. See if we could pick up something. Some kind of jobs. If not, we'll just hop to another system that has something else we want to do. Hey, Death Angel Gamer. How are you doing this morning? Fair travels and good morning. Good morning to you also. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. I'm just venturing outward this morning. Do a little exploring. I have something a little different to do, but we're flying our hauler around, so hopefully we won't make too big of a boom. Hopefully. I don't know, with me as pilot, you never can tell. Sometimes, though, big booms can be fun. Doing good. Hope you have some fun with exploration gameplay. Uh, I'm I'm enjoying every aspect of this game that I've played so far. It it's a blast. It is a blast. Request docking. No, she ain't working this morning. She's on strike. She is on strike. So let's see. Okay. Here we go. Hey, good morning, Red Dirt. Hey, DC. How y'all doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in one of my best friends, Mr. Red Dirt Ranch, and a great friend of the stream, great friend of mine, Mr. DC Sparks. If you don't know who they are, please click those links, go over, give them a follow. Leave the notification bell on, make sure you tell them Astro sent you over. Yeah, I am a blast. How many sheep are in that ship? There are no sheep in this ship. No sheep in the ship. Good try though. Good try. Very good try. What did I just come into? It's a blast. I know you ain't telling Chad about your air horn into the... Really? Really, Red? Really? You gonna come in here and start that as if it wasn't bad enough in your own stream last night? And that was cold. That was cold. That was mean. That was mean. E-sheep dangerous. You two coming in trying to be funny this morning? I swear. I swear. What am I going to do with y'all? What am I going to do? You can exceed the speed limit below 7 seconds with the Super Cruise Assist with travel into boost the assist will. It's back in the blues. Okay, thank you, Death Angel. Okay, you two are definitely up to something for the fact that y'all are both saying the exact same thing at the same time. Not trying, succeeding. Man, I swear I'm going to have to do y'all something. Hey, Stopple. Good morning. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Man. 54 units of superconductors, huh? All 16, so that would be 4 trips. I do like that thought, though. I do like that thought. We ain't found sheep. It ain't like we're in Discord call together. Yeah, wonderful. That's all I need is you two in a Discord call plotting against me. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Y'all are plotting against me. I know how it is. I know how you two are. I know. You two are kind of like the Boxy twins. And I haven't thought about that commercial in I don't know how long. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So DC's looking for his long lost sheep from his childhood. We had like 20 disappear. Apparently DC has a little known secret. Master sheep class farmer. Really? Hmm. So I know where to get my sheep from real cheap now. Okay, I'll see where to go. I'll see where to go. I am the godfather of sheep farmers. He used to raise 300 sheep when he was a kid. Wait a minute. He used to raise 300 head of sheep when he was a kid. And you rag on me because of a joke you started about the sheep. I'll sell them to you on the black market. Yeah, y'all are funny when y'all don't get any sleep. Launch. Let me see. Is she? She's listening because it's still given status updates. Okay. Well. I don't know. You two are getting me so flustered right now. You two are getting me so flustered. Tis. He said he once saw a man fitting your description, circling around the back pasture, and you were both in the same state at the time. What are you trying to? Never mind. I'm not asking you what you think we're trying to say. Absolutely. Oh man, y'all are really pushing it now, Daddy. Really, really, really. Okay, okay. I'll see how it goes. I don't. Yeah, I can't say I'm not old enough to be your daddy because I really am, but you know that's no, no. Wow. Oh, thanks, Imfried. Let's just make it worse, okay? We've gone from daddy to grandpa. That's just what I need. That's just what I need. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. One quick question though, brother. Is this the start of the Oh, the abuse I go through from friends? I swear. I swear. Anything to get you from the top of the list, man, you're not coming off the top of that list, but you're about to have some company up there at the very top. Yeah, the abuse from friends. I swear. I swear. Y'all just remember this. Whom whom will be joining him? Well, you, DC. You. You will definitely be joining him at the top of that list. We wouldn't give you so much sheep crap if we didn't love you so. Man. As I always used to tell coworkers, especially new guys who would always join the work crews, you know, if we don't pick on you, we don't like you. Well, at the rate they pick on me, there shouldn't be anything left of me because that's how bad they pick on me. But it's okay. I dish it right back out to them in their own streams. By the way, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed those pictures I sent y'all last night. I thought y'all needed a little bit of, how shall we say, eye candy to hang up in your trucks during ATS. So are you saying you're bringing out the branding iron? I am not bringing out the branding iron. Oh, I know you guys do, DC. I know you do. I know. Yeah, I know y'all do. Hey, I had to make them worthwhile. I told you I was going to find something that was absolutely disgusting that even Google gagged when I pulled it up. You dirty rat, I forgot about those pictures. I didn't. I didn't. Hey, Bodie, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in another great friend of mine to the stream, the Yacht Club. If you don't know who he is, please click that link, go give him a follow, leave his notification bell on, make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. How you doing, Bodie? We don't get to see you much with your new job, man. Been missing you and wondering how you and the family are doing. Sheep Force, we're going to tag team this crap. Great, great. That's a sign of how today's going to go. The Delta Fleet's Training Grounds Live. I don't know, DC. I don't know if it's PG or PG-13 because I just remember somebody talking about some kind of body part he put in his mashed potatoes last night during a family-friendly stream. You can't deny that because we got that one on video. And I will be going back this afternoon to clip that. You doing good? You just got off? Darn, I have to work tonight, so I hope you'll hear or see what happens. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun because I'm gonna be spread out across a couple streams, aggravating people. I don't think I have time to moderate, so I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna cut loose and let my inner troll come out. Yep, yep. That was your Invisalign. DC, you can attempt to blame that on anything you want, but I'm going to simply tell you, I know what I heard, and everybody else heard the same thing. See, he even named one of his Delta Fleet Sinclair. I did not name anybody Sinclair. I did not name anybody Sinclair. So quit that. And We'll go ahead and go back that direction for just a little bit. I did not name anybody Sinclair. And I'll spank you like Casey was going to spank Keegan that day. No, he was not going to spank Keegan that day. He pulled out the wiffle ball bat. We were all watching him, afraid exactly what he was going to do. Oh, wait. I think I got another mission here. Turn in. Don't I? Oh, I guess it would help to actually pick this stuff up. I have no idea where he pulls Sinclair from. Oh, Sinclair, how I wish you had hair. Sinclair, Sinclair, you have my dear ear. Really, DC? Really? Now, no, Delta Fleece. Does Sinclair respond to... Unfrickin' believable. You know, it's DC. It's DC because Red, you've come in the stream before and you've always been nice and calm and all this, and both of you are now. Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, y'all keep it up. Y'all keep it up. Okay, well, they don't want us to jump there yet. We're too far out, apparently. So we will. Okay. Give me a minute, DC. Tell Jimmy to approve it. Okay. You know, he's got mod status too. Because he is approver. How did I get blamed? How did you get blamed? You get blamed for everything. Yeah, you're the cause of today. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, Bodie, I'm getting it from both sides. I'm getting it from everybody. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We will, because tonight is going to get bad. That's what I get for reading that one. Are you going to Alpha Sheep Tart? It's getting a little warm in here. This is a 4-way. It's like we had to put water on the sheep to find this. Wow. Red? You know, it's a good thing that I like you three. It's a good thing that I do. really is. Sheep like gremlins, don't get them wet. Man, all I'm going to say is the next time, the next time the three of us get together, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't worry, DC. It will be your first time, and I'm gonna hate to have to embarrass you in front of your wife and kid. That's all there is to it. That's all it is. I will do it. I will not hesitate. Access to this mod sword, $5. Having a friend like Astro, lots and lots of money, making Astro stop mid sentence, priceless. You know, I think it's another. Tonight is going to be one of those times, Jimmy, that I'm going to be waiting for you to take a drink where I could say something and make you shoot it out your nose. The only thing I'm going to say is expect the unexpected. Because, yeah, there's going to be some massive payback tonight. Well, I really don't need the fuel, but got to get some practice in. Got to get some practice in. Madonna's or Astros, DC? Y'all, oh. Boy, y'all got me confuzzled right now. Thanks for the heads up, bud. Stream delay engaged. You're not delaying it. You will not delay it. No participate. Yeah, you'll participate. All right. I'll be in your stream as well. I'll be in both of y'all. I'm gonna have one up on one monitor, one up on the other, and I'm gonna be slamming both of y'all back and forth. You know, I have thought about this many times. Y'all need to do a monthly podcast of Runner Astro show on stream. But we still need to talk about that. We still need to talk about that. Oh boy, boy, boy. That's different from any other day, Hal, because tonight's going to be special. Because if you thought that that night that I sent you 90 something memes within what 20 minutes was bad, wait until I send you tonight. Mm-hmm. Agreed, Astro. Agreed. We'll talk more about it. Yeah. We have talked about it. You're going to be the sheep boat. Oh boy. I I don't know what I'm going to do with either one of y'all. I really don't. Y'all are y'all are horrible today. Y'all are absolutely horrible today. I mean, I love you guys, but y'all are, oh man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. No, DC, I'd put you over my knee and spank your little bottom, but I know you'd enjoy it too much. Pet us, shave us, bathe us. Possibilities are endless. Oh. Pet us, shave us, bathe us. Possibilities are endless. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I do know a couple people that you could pay that would do that for you for the right price. Bodhi, you're not completely innocent on this. You're not. Because there are sometimes you do decide to get involved. Yes. 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 Woolly boogers. Best part is you have like 14 hours to think about it. Imfried, most of the time when I'm assailing Jimmy with memes, it's a spur of the moment thing. And you know, I wonder if somebody ever investigates my search history on Google, what they will think at some of the things I've pulled up to send to him. Last night's, though, was a new low. That's right. I typed it into the search bar, what I was looking for, and Google actually gagged. That's how bad it was. But I have to admit, they need to work on their search engine because there have been some times where I've gone to look up some things that the only thing I'm going to say is the images that came up were not what I requested. They were nowhere close. Kind of like Amazon search engine. You type in one thing and you come up with something completely opposite. Oh, boom time deliveries. Well, they want those in a hurry. Um, we're going to go ahead and grab this boom time and take it. Let's see. Is there something else here? No, because I grabbed those. Okay. We got fuel. LFT 1448 is going to be our new target. All right. You asked for ideas. I didn't ask for ideas. DC, it's going to cost more than $5 for me to pet him. Yep. Bodie got pulled into it just because he showed up this morning. Sorry, Bodie. Guilt by association. What could I say? What could I say? Because, Bodie, sometimes you think like us. That's the reason why you did. Stoppel's just here for the show. Yeah, well, this morning is really a good show. And he does mean Spurs, man. Man, my Amazon recommended items, that little bar at the bottom of the page. I've already told you once that I've had friends look at that when they walked in and were shocked at some of the things that were actually on that page. And I'd have to tell them it was jokes for you, and they didn't seem like they believed me. Not at all. All right, DC. I have no comment about that because I know what you're getting at. So I'm going to leave that one alone. Yeah. Yeah. Too much military time there. What? Well, I guess you did pay hundreds for the plane ticket up here. So yeah, more than 5. Will you quit making it seem like I paid hundreds of dollars just to come up there just to pet you? I did. Okay, you know how that sounds? That does not sound right. That doesn't sound right. Oh man. Only thing I can say is I'm glad my wife's not awake to hear me say, something about petting you, because it's bad enough what you sent me for my birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, Red here decided to send me a bottle of personal lubricant for my birthday. I was in the shower. My wife yanked open the shower curtain, was holding it up because I forgot it was coming in, had opened the package, and is hollering at me, want to know why a man is sending me a bottle of personal lubrication. Asking me if there's something I need to tell her. And then trying to explain to her while I'm yanking the shower curtain back so I could get the shampoo out of my hair that it was a joke. She was not very impressed. And that doesn't include the walker and tennis balls he sent for him. Yeah, Bodie. Yeah, you're loved by all of us. You're just a sweet little innocent guy who's far from innocent. Yeah. By the way, how's that fidget spinner treating you? Hope it's treated you well. Because I got some other things I could send you too. Friends, you say? Don't you mean the pastor and police chief? No, Jimmy, because I haven't been condemned yet, and I haven't been locked up for some of the things that were on that list. Because I know I'd be getting some strange looks from them. I don't know what you're talking about, Bao Sheep about. DC, please don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas. No. No. All right, who are you talking to? Red Dirt? Red, what are you wearing? Jimmy, I'm only going to say one thing, that it probably, if she asked you that, knowing you would respond just like I would with, I'm wearing nothing. Why? Because that's exactly what I would do. Wait, you have hair you can wash? I thought you was bald. Bodie, I'm not bald. I am not. Where do you get I'm bald? You see me when I had the cam on, and by the way, I'm turning the cam back on Monday. I forgot to get it set up this weekend. Oh, come on, man. You're reading getting slow. It's not on this. What? Oh boy. This conversation's really going off the deep end. I might have to turn the mature rating on. Wrong. I would say my birthday suit. Or I've seen it. Um, I'm afraid to ask you what you saw. Oh, no, no, no. I thought that was only 2 units I was carrying. Apparently it's 4. Let's make sure I got nothing else here. Wow, DC. Really? Getting kind of personal there, aren't you, Bubba? I mean, you flashed me. No, I did not flash you. What happened, Red, is you and Corbulus were giving me the business one night. Y'all wouldn't be quiet. And so what I did was I did what I was going to do on a Discord call. I made y'all shut up. I mooned them. And you know what? It worked because they immediately got quiet. It worked. Do you use sheep shears? You sent me naked pics? I didn't send you naked pics. Man, you know how that sounds? That's just wrong. Oh, great. That's all I need if somebody reads this chat later and they get the idea that I sent you naked pictures. That's just perfect. Yeah, I sent you pictures of some woman I found on uh, Google. Oh, come on. Oh, fine. I didn't. You was appalled, but I didn't send you naked pictures. Not of me. And Red, it worked for you because you were the first one who quieted down. Astroglide OnlyFans. What? For people who have a grandpa fetish? And when I had the long beard, that would have been the Santa fetish. Did he have his Bo Peep outfit when he moved you? What? I do not have an OnlyFans page. He sure did. He said, hold this and lifted up the back of the fluffy. Bo Peep Grandpa. I I, you know, Jimmy, there's one problem with that I want you to think of is the fact that you were the one who was dressed up as the sheep that day. I might have been wearing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You were the one who was dressed up as the sheep that day while Bodie was wearing the nightgown because he was the shepherd. I was Bo Peep. I didn't fit. Sure about that? You might want to check. I think I did a thing for you. What do you mean you did a thing for me? Oops, I was the big bad wolf. DC, you aren't even with us that day. The three of us were. What that a COD tournament? We were all dressed up like that because you wanted to embarrass people being uh, killed by Bo Peep, the shepherd, and the sheep. You did a thing for me. OnlyFans Astroglide, aka Bo Peepers. Oh, you better not have. You had better not have. Oh, I swear, if I look and I have an email from them about an account or crap, y'all done got me so messed up. I want to dock. Or there's something there. I'm going to be on your doorstep first thing in the morning. You already have 6 subs there, dude. I was making you some side money. Well, I guess if I have an OnlyFans page and they're already putting subs in, I guess I can no longer be president or run for public office. Might start a new career as an adult film star. It wouldn't hurt you. We got a pic of you running to. Oh boy. This has really gotten deep this morning. And it's only 5:30. Man, it's only 5:30 and it's already so deep. I'm probably going to have to go get my chest waders. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to do with y'all. I really don't. I really don't. Wow. Going to drop this other one here, and then we're going to go back and go get those other 2 units that we need. Listen here, Sheep Jeremy. Man, y'all are the ones who started it, not me. Sheep Jeremy. Remember that picture of you laying in the field? Yep, it's on there too. That was not me. That was not me. And DC, I can't put y'all in a pasture because y'all would have too much fun with my sheep out there. Pet me, shave me, bathe me. I keep telling you that. You know, I'm going to have to read chat to myself before I read it out loud. Are we going to be your favorite feature? I feel you. You felt me. Well, I did not sign a photo. What do you mean you felt me? Never mind. Nope, don't answer that. Some questions are better left unanswered. Some questions are better left unanswered. Okay. If TwitchCon happens this year, what's going to happen is I'm going to have 200 pictures of you dressed up as Dorothy. What? Whoops, I never had. I thought I had Super Cruise Assist on. Apparently I didn't. 200 pictures of you dressed up as Dorothy and 200 pictures of you as Baby New Year in the onesie for you to sign and give away to people. TwitchCon happens. I am cosplaying as a sheep. I have a feeling if TwitchCon happens, I may not be going, especially with you two there. But, and I am not leaving your side. That would be all the reason right there for me not to go. Bring a leash. Oh, can I get you one of those, 1 inch thick, collars with the metal studs on it, like you put on a bulldog, pit bull? Better be. Just for that, I'm going to get you a nice little pink frilly collar. Yep. Oh, yeah. You are going. I have spoken. Since when do I answer to you? Last I checked, I am older than you are. I am older. Must have studs since now. Wow. Well, he's supposed to be respecting his elders. Where does he get off dictating and telling me what I have to do? The only thing I have to do is eat, drink, breathe, pay taxes, and eventually one day die. Which, if I go to TwitchCon and you're wearing a sheep costume, which will probably be that day. So I'll die of embarrassment. Did I come to the wrong station? Am I at? Yeah, I'm at. Wrong station. Oh. They got me so confuddled I'm going to the wrong place. Oh my God. See what y'all have got me doing? Which just means the courts will find you senile and incompetent and side with me. For what? To give you power of attorney? Or so you could choose the nursing home you're going to slap me into. Remember he roamed with the dinosaurs? Bodhi, that is the reason why I pulled you into it. Because you wanted to start that. You can't die until I tell you to go to the light. I don't think you've got that power. You could try it, but... Nursing home, that's not fun. DC, what's going to happen is Jimmy, RG, myself, and probably you are going to all be put in the same nursing home, and within the first 10 minutes, we're all going to get thrown out. Yeah. No, not power of attorney, just full custody. You want custody of me. Okay, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd go along with that. This way we could harass each other in person every day. I know you got connections upstairs. Red wants custody so he can move you in with him. Now we can't get thrown out, just sexual harassment charges. That's probably the reason why we get thrown out. Don't be surprised if it was either going to be from me or RG. I mean, what do you expect when we'll be 70, 80, 90 years old? I mean, okay, well, I'll hit that number first, but dang right, we would have so much fun. Have you forgotten that when I was visiting you in June that your wife looked at us, shook her head, and said, I don't have 4 kids in the house. I actually have 5, meaning me? Because the way we were carrying on. Elder farm simmers. Ah, you forget though, BC. You forget. I'm not a farm simmer. I get on to help Jimmy when he needs the help and nobody else is there, but I'm not a farm simmer. That was 40 years ago, dude. It was 6 months ago. It was 7 months ago. Don't worry, DC. You can suck the chocolate off of them. Maybe we'll get you some chocolate covered cherries where you could do like my mom did, bite the corner off, spit the chocolate out, and suck out the goo and the cherry, and then put the chocolate back in the container. Yeah, folks, she did that one time. I didn't know. She offered me a chocolate covered cherry. I reached into the box, took one, bit into it, and it was hollow. And then she told me what she did. That was an interesting surprise. Dilly, thank you very much for the host, sir. Good morning. Oh, I do remember that. Do you remember shortly after you left, she asked you when you were coming back? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yep. She said I was a good influence on you. But I don't know if she was talking to you or me about who the good influence was. Because most of the time I'm called the bad influence. I've always been called the bad influence. Okay, well, I wanted to go to the galaxy map, but let's make sure we're going to the right place. Pick up Starport. Rack Enterprises. Pick up system LFT 1448. All right. RG's only 3 years behind you. Actually, I still could have sworn RG said he was 50. He isn't. He's 47. So he's 6 years younger than me. Which is worse because at least he's still a little bit closer to my age. But you are a sheep simmer. Wow. When were you 70, a little light in the britches? Boy, this is going to a deep, dark place this morning. Oh, I'm not responding to that one, DC. That really does not sound right. That really doesn't. Sorry, bud. Not in this house. I'm the See, most of the time I'm called the bad influence by my friends around here. At least their wives. I'm the bad influence. You know, my buddy, I helped him work on his car a couple years ago, and what happens? He's the one who got me into drinking the bourbon because I was just a beer drinker. He's the one who got me back into smoking cigars. So it was all him, but I am the bad influence. So how am I the bad influence? I was just going to buy what he said. I'm, yes, DC, I like bourbon. But I mean, if Jimmy wants to adopt me and have me move in, hey, that works for me. That works for me. Oh, my brother, it's been a blast. Love you with all my sheepish heart. And I'm so thankful for you, my best friend. I need some sleep. Yeah, Jimmy, you go ahead and go get you some rest, bud. I'll talk to you later on this afternoon. Do try to get you some good rest. You need it. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the laughs. We need to meet. DC, we definitely will. Next time I come up, we definitely will. When I came up there in June, I was really hoping to meet you also, but what? Not quite what I meant to do. But it's all good. It's all good. For sure, dude. Have a blast with this guy chat. He is a very, very special. Thanks, Red. Appreciate it all, brother. Appreciate it all. We will because he wants to punch me. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Dirt Ranch, I have only known this man not quite 3 years yet, and it feels like I have known him my entire lifetime. You're going to go to bed as well? All right, DC. You take it easy, sir. You get you some rest, and I'll see you later tonight also. Yeah, and you're going to be seeing quite a few things coming from me, too. I hope you enjoy all your DMs. Think about that. And think about some of those pictures that I sent you last night just before you go to sleep so you can dream about them. You know? But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, these are really two great, really guys. Two great, really great guys. They have got me so confuzzled right now. And that's one of the key things about us is when we get together, you know, we give each other a lot of ribbon, make a lot of amazing jokes and sometimes dirty jokes toward each other and insults to where people who don't know us think that we're really mad at each other, but it's all in good fun. Walking out and it's amazing. All right, DC, you take it easy, sir. I'll catch you later on. Yeah, we've had people come into his channel or in mine and think we were just arguing constantly. And the thing is, everybody else in chat was laughing. And we've been told several times that we sound like an old married couple when we get into it. But it's all in good fun and it's all a good show. As that's all streaming is supposed to be, to where you're just putting on a good show for your audience. And since I'm nothing more than a big practical joker anyway, it fits. Some of the audio promos that he runs in his stream, I created. Most of them on the fly. I recorded them and he never heard them until the first time he played them on his stream. You had the Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy. You had the Red Dirt Ranch Airlines, which was a no-frill airline. I had something else. I got a couple others I had written a while back and had never recorded. It was just some good ideas. But all of it's all just for good, clean fun. But welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Weekend's almost here, and we're expecting some really bad weather sometime today. At least here in Kansas, we're expecting winds hitting 55 to 60 miles an hour. We're not looking forward to that because I got some tree branches high up in the trees from the ice storm we had last week. So I've got to be extremely careful out in the backyard because some of them are some big limbs. Hey, good morning, Silver Architect. How are you doing today, sir? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in another great friend of mine, Mr. Silver Architect 78. If you don't know who he is, please click that link, go over, give him a follow, leave his notification bell on, and make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. He just recently also started getting back into Elite Dangerous. And how's it treat you, Silver? Hope it's treating you well. I was looking for a while on your stream yesterday. Good couple times, in fact. 190 million made in 9 hours. Dang, man. That's awesome. That is good. That is good. That is a large amount of change. That is a big chunk right there. Type 7? Yes. That's what you're flying now? I was going to pick up a Type 6 last night and start getting it outfitted, but I ran out of time and had a couple other things to do and wasn't able to get to it, but I intend to do that this afternoon. Just bought and outfitted after the stream last night. Awesome, man. Congratulations. $296 tons of storage. Holy cow. Did I complete that? No, I didn't. Okay. LHS 3384. Yeah, my mate jumped in and we hauled our stuff and we got offered a nice low temp diamonds. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I was watching y'all for a while last night. Actually, a couple hours. 555,000 for 104. LTD sold for 35 million. Wow. Yeah, I was having to had some personal stuff I had to take care of, but yeah, I was lurking for a while. I was watching you, I was listening in. And we know we got somebody in a hurry for their stuff because they've been waiting for so long. See, that's what I like to do, and a lot of the streams is just to lurk. I just like to watch. Yeah, she was responding first this morning, and all of a sudden she stopped. So instead of starting her and restarting, I just kept on going. But it's good. It's good. Yes, it's voice attack. And ladies and gentlemen, I do have to apologize for yesterday. Yesterday, I was feeling fine in the stream. And then all of a sudden, I just got sick. So I want to apologize for everybody for having to take off early yesterday. Whatever it was, it passed yesterday. Still got a little bit of the fever this morning, but I'm doing a lot better. We're going to shove through it. I'm not sure what caused it, but never had anything happen like that before. Always. Health and family comes first. Those are the first things always. I know a lot of I've heard from a lot of streamers that some of their viewers get upset when they have to take days off when they're sick, something comes up, and that's just not right because, well, that's just not right. I mean, sometimes things come up where we just got to take care of them during the day, and you never know when you're going to get sick. Like, I never know until I get up every morning whether the arthritis in my legs and my feet are bothering me or not. But it's all good. What? Another thing I love in this game is the stations do not look alike. I know each little group has their own design, but
They're not all the same. Some of them kind of have the Babylon 5 feel. You like the Coriolis starport? Everything in this game is just so beautiful. And I read yesterday that they've delayed Odyssey because of the COVID situation. Cremain. Still spring for PC, but autumn for console. Someone mentioned in chat yesterday. I must have misread it because I could have sworn they said it was delayed to fall also for PC. But I go back and reread it. Unless they change it again. We talk about my first stream of this. I may have misread it. Or maybe I don't remember it correctly, but I could have sworn it's what it said, but I'm probably wrong. Either way, I'm still looking forward to it. We don't really need it, but we're just going to go ahead and do this and get the practice in on it. I didn't realize that was a 206%. That's what I get for not paying attention. And we'll be doing some repairs at our next station. I like the smoke. Nice touch. Odyssey was originally scheduled to be released in December 2020 on all platforms, was delayed in early 2021 due to COVID. It was then delayed a second time as COVID restrictions were renewed. It's currently scheduled to release in late spring, PC, and autumn. Okay. Thanks, Silver. Smoke, though, is a nice touch when you're overheating. Makes it look like everything's frying. I like that. That's cool. Sparks add a good little touch to it as well. Kind of like on Star Trek when you watch the Enterprise get into combat, how the panels explode. It's off the Frontier website. Okay. Thank you for looking at that for me. I appreciate it. I got blown out of the sky 3 times during one mission. They sent anacondas after a Cobra Mark III. You must have been carrying something they wanted. Good morning, Redman. How are you doing this morning? Ladies and gentlemen, here's a good friend of the stream. Good friend of mine, Mr. Redman OG. Great farm simmer. If you don't know who he is, please click that link and go over and give him a follow. Leave his notification bell on. Make sure you tell him Astra sent you over. How are you doing this morning, sir? Hope you're doing well. And stopping in your stream, lurking, watching you farm. And yeah, even though I'm not a farm simmer myself, a lot of my friends are. And I just like to drop in, watch them. You know, I'm always more for watching the streamer himself instead of the gameplay, but that's just me. I don't care really what they play. As long as they're entertaining, I keep going back. Doing well, my friend. Getting his kids off to school, drinking some coffee. Oh, man, I'd kill for a cup of coffee right now. I can't have it. I can't have the caffeine. But of course. You know, everybody's just one big happy family. Last night I had a craving for a piece of chocolate pie. Can't have it either. And my wife was so mad. She went out and she got a cheesecake. And I can't have that either. And she ate it in front of me. Get you some decaf. My wife enjoys decaf a lot. I've tried decaf. I just can't drink it. I just need that pick me up. So I'm kind of limited to grape juice, orange juice, water, and I was even told to stay away from tea. I was told I could drink a little bit of unsweetened, but being from the South, I don't like unsweetened tea. It's got to be sweet. The loss of dairy products is bad too. Yeah, we don't have unsweetened tea here in Georgia. Yeah, they offer it here in Kansas, but it just, a lot of the places I go to offer sweetened, unsweetened because it's, kind of in between. But I tried unsweetened tea and I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Fruit teas are a good alternative. Yeah, but it's got a little bit of a caffeine in it. My doctor advised me against drinking those as well. But I thought about those. I asked him about green tea. I asked him about 7-Up and Sprite. I asked him about certain juices. Can't have them. Not all. Most herbal teas are caffeine free. I'm definitely going to have to check into those. When I was having issues with my cable company and I was arguing with them for just about every day for 18 days straight, I finally had to come off the diet for a while because I needed something. I just had to have something to pull my edge off, and my wife agreed that I can come off of it for a little while. And then immediately after the problem was solved, I had to go back on the diet. It's like, okay. So I went back on my diet Monday, and I'm back to the same way I was of craving all the foods I loved. And you could drink them cold with natural sugars. I'm definitely going to check into it. Thank y'all. I told my doctor that it seems like all the food that's supposed to be good for you really just tastes off, and all the stuff that's bad tastes so good. And being from Southern Louisiana, I just love food. What we're doing today is we're just finishing up some contract runs, some cargo runs. And what I'm going to do later on this afternoon off stream is I'm going to buy and wait, what am I thinking of? Buy and set up a Type 6 hauler. I'm also going to experiment a little bit more with the combat to get used to it, try to get the finesse down with the joysticks for the combat controls. And this way here, we can start moving off into trying the other aspects of the game other than just cargo running. Yeah, Redmond. Louisiana is the food capital. Cajun food is the best. Yeah, oh, I know. I know. You'd recommend the Cobra Mark III? I have a Viper right now. I bought a Viper for the combat ship. One of the things that I miss about Louisiana is fresh seafood, because I used to get it every day. And frozen fish just has a twang to it. I just don't like it. But I can't really get fresh fish here in Kansas unless I get some of my friends from the Gulf Coast to send it to me. And I had one offer me that when crawfish season comes around, he was actually going to pack up a couple bags of crawfish and send them to me with dry ice and overnight them to where I can have some fresh crawfish. We can have a crawfish boil up here. Oh man, I love crawfish. Good for combat, can be made to the fastest ship in the game with almost 900 boost speed with engineering when you get to that point. I've read that it was a very fast ship. I didn't hear that you could get up to that kind of boost speed with the engineering, but thank you for that. And I do intend to get into that to try to upgrade its speed as much as possible. Five jumps. Okay, we're going to try to decrease it as much as possible. All my Louisiana friends here have them overnighted for boils during the season. Redmond, I have not been to a crawfish boil since I moved up here in 2002. The first fresh seafood I had since that time was back in June of last year when I went to go visit Red in Washington. They were great for canyon running. Sounds pretty good. Let's see. Four jumps. We're going to try to decrease them whenever we can. Think about of all the things that I miss up here, fresh seafood is it. Let's see if I can do it. No, not yet. Well, we're still aiming in the proper direction for the next one. So we'll just go ahead and pop it. tried to take a shortcut and do the fast jump, but we're not there yet. Oh, still can't do it. Trying to get around it. I'm trying. Yeah, Ruben, when I first moved up here, my wife's idea of seasoning food was salt and pepper. And it was maybe mixing in a little bit of hot sauce every now and then. But it was like that in Southern California also, and that's what I dealt with in the Navy as well. Our mess specialists, they didn't believe in putting seasonings in. We have a local restaurant here called Henry's Louisiana Grill, all authentic Cajun cuisine. The guys. We had a place in Topeka that opened up that was trying to portray themselves as authentic Louisiana cooking, but nobody from there had ever been from Louisiana. They'd visited it. They had bought a recipe book, but they were trying to copy them, and they were doing a bad job of them. Food was bad. It was terrible. They didn't stay open very long. My wife went there. She took me there one time as a birthday present. She wanted to surprise me, and I was surprised. I didn't know a place like that had opened up. But the food was, it was really lackluster. It was tasteless. Frozen seafood, and there was no seasoning. But they had salt, pepper, and hot sauce on every table. There was no amount of hot sauce that could save that dish. This place is amazing. I know several people who drive about an hour just to eat there because it reminds them of home. There was one day I wanted crawfish etouffee. And there's only one restaurant I knew that could fix it the way I wanted it that day. And it was a work day. It was in the middle of the week. I drove to New Orleans that night to get some. And then I turned around and drove 70 miles back home, back to Baton Rouge. That's what I eat when I go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Crawfish etouffee, shrimp fettuccine. Oh, man. That just. See, I got to stop that because it's making my mouth water. That's. It just reminds me of back home. I remember the taste of it. I have never been able to duplicate it. I wish I could. I even tried writing them offering to buy the recipe just to fix it up here for myself, and they wouldn't sell me the recipe. But I tried. Believe me, I tried. I tried. I haven't been back home to Louisiana since a month after I moved up here, and that was right after my grandma had passed away. And before I left, I had to go down to New Orleans to get some. That's the last time I ate there. That was the last time I had been home. My friends from back there and I still always in touch with each other and on Facebook and all, but I need to go back home sometime to visit them. You know, we've all changed over 19 years. We've all gotten older and dad bods. That's all I'm going to say is dad bods. Hey, morning, Chakota. How are you doing this morning? Welcome in. No, I actually live about roughly an hour outside Kansas City. I live in a small town that's due south of Topeka, about 60, 70 miles. I moved from Baton Rouge, which had a huge population, and when I moved here, it was complete and total culture shock to a town of 2,500 people. That when the nuclear power plant nearby goes into outage, grows to about 7,000. And I had to learn that when I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, I couldn't go grocery shopping at Walmart because the Walmarts here closed at midnight. Ooh. Definitely take it. I didn't look at the distance, but that's okay. Yeah, Chakota used to live not that far from where I do now. But yeah, it was a little bit of culture shock when I moved up here. I got to adjust to it real quick. I love the fact that they had a noise ordinance where you couldn't blast loud music after 10 o'clock at night because the fines were $500 because so many people worked at the nuclear power plant. My town used to be about 2,500 with one red light. We're now about 4,500, growing like mad. We have 2 traffic lights. We've got our little local grocery store. We've got a Dollar General. We have, no lie, 5 barber shops, 6 beauty parlors, 2 alcohol stores, 2 liquor stores, and 6 bars. So you can go get your hair done and go get drunk all on the same day. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, and I grew up for son of a. Was pretty much raised in Amite, Louisiana. Where I'm living now is about 215,000. Yeah. But it's quiet up here. I love it up here, but wife and I have been talking recently about moving down to somewhere in the Texas area. We're thinking somewhere near Dallas. I know where she wants to go, and where she wants to go, I don't really want to because I know that area. My city is dry, no liquor stores, only restaurants can serve alcohol, and only beer at gas stations. Yeah, we had a couple parishes that were like that in in Louisiana. All the people would do would be just drive across the parish line, buy it, and drive right back. There's nothing the police could do to stop them. My kid's whole high school is about 850. My graduating class in high school was 622 kids. Trying to get speed up faster. It's not illegal. The city just won't allow the selling. Well, the parish we used to live in when I was a kid, they actually tried to stop it for a while, and they realized that they couldn't, but they attempted it. It was a small little rural parish, no major city anywhere in it, just little small towns. They did. They tried to get the sheriff's department deputies to stop people that they believed were bringing in alcohol across the county lines to seize it. You know, most of these people had known each other for generations, so they weren't doing it. They weren't enforcing it. Occasionally, they do it if somebody new, but they'd have to have a reason to pull them over. And finally, they just gave up on it. And from what I've heard, within the past 12 years, they finally opened their first liquor store within that parish because they realized they were losing a lot of money. They were losing a lot of tax revenue. So they finally allowed one to open. And since then, they allowed a couple more to open. But they did. They tried to make it a strict little Bible Belt parish. They had real good intentions. Nobody can fault them for that. They had good intentions. Just like we had the blue laws on Sunday. You couldn't sell anything but food on Sunday. You could sell beer after noon, after 12 o'clock. No wine. You could not sell clothing, cleaning materials, cosmetics, household repair items, household, pretty much just about anything else, not even toys on Sunday. Because they would shut the store down and arrest the cashier. They wouldn't fine them, they would arrest them. You'd have to go to court. It was a $500 fine, and the store, I think, had to pay about $5,000. It was the blue laws. Because I was working at I'll just go ahead and say the brand name because they're no longer there, and I haven't seen any around here, Albertsons Supermarket. And we had a cashier that sold somebody a hammer and a broom on a Sunday. Things, nobody thinks about. They just buy. And she got arrested. I mean, this was I remember Deborah. She was a sweet little blonde girl. She had just graduated college. She was working there all through college. And as nice as could be, always smiling, never said a bad word about anybody. And they arrested her. And everybody was just standing there shocked that we couldn't believe it was going on. Dilly, thank you very much for the host, sir. And after that, we had to start roping off large sections of the store for stuff we couldn't sell. It was a couple years after that they finally overturned them, and malls were able to open up, and the big box stores hadn't come into town yet, so we didn't have anything like that. We didn't have any Targets, Walmarts. We had a Kmart, but they were all closed on Sunday because of the blue laws. And they were allowed to start opening up. And the city realized all the tax revenue that they had lost during that time from just the first Sunday that they were opened. Now, the alcohol sales never changed, but if you went to a restaurant and you wanted a mixed drink or wine, you had to sit at a table, excuse me, and food sales had to be at least, I think it was 30 to 40% of your total alcohol sales. And the alcohol sales combined, that includes the people who went there and just wanted a beer. You couldn't sit at a bar. It had to be at a table. And if your food sales weren't that percentage higher than the alcohol, they snatched away your liquor license. Now, as a kid, we always knew that Sundays were the days off because they looked at it as God's day of rest. Because on the seventh day, God rested after creating everything. Well, that's how they interpreted the blue laws as to be. And that's how they enforced them. And they enforced them like that for many, many years. I mean, if you needed something and you lived near a state line, legally you could cross the state line, buy it, and come back. But you could not buy it within that state, within Louisiana. Yeah. Bars were allowed to stay open until I don't think they limited bars closing early on a Saturday. Bars had to close at 2 a.m. But I do remember that when the blue laws were still in effect, there was a Super Bowl Sunday that they allowed the bars to actually open on Sunday and sell alcohol without needing to sell food. But as far as I know, they never lifted the hard alcohol and wine restriction on Sunday. I think it's still in effect, except for the food. In the UK, when I was a kid, no stores of any kind were allowed to open on a Sunday. That's pretty much about how they were. The only thing that was allowed to open were grocery stores for the longest amount of time. And for a while, there really was no enforcement of it. Because, I mean, I'd worked at this grocery store all through high school. So, I mean, people are coming in all the time and buying the stuff that was on the blue list. We didn't even realize it was law until the cashier got arrested. And then we were all given a massive list of things that we were not allowed to sell. And we had to make sure to go through the store on Sunday morning before it opened and roped off certain aisles and keep people out of them. And we used to hang big sheets of Visqueen across entire aisles or across items that they couldn't sell and hang notes on them saying, due to Sunday's blue laws, you cannot purchase this item today. And people would sneak in there to pick them up, but the cashiers couldn't sell them. Or we'd have to chase the people off the aisles because they couldn't have them. They couldn't buy them. It was, yeah, you couldn't sell a hammer because it was a tool. You couldn't. It didn't matter what you were doing, you couldn't. The only hardware store we had at the time, we didn't have things like Lowe's and Home Depot back then. This was about the mid 80s. We had a place called Handy City. That was the name of it. It's long since out of business. But that was the only home improvement store we had. They were closed on Sundays because of it. Anything you needed, you could have got from there unless you went to a lumberyard. But yeah, you couldn't sell clothing of any kind. If you needed laundry soap or something, you were out of luck. Hope there wasn't storms on Sunday messed anything up because you can't fix it till Monday. See, the problem was hurricanes. When we have a hurricane come through, you either had to buy the stuff in advance or you had to wait until after the storm and hope that that store had power and the employees were able to get there to open it up. It's bad, but that's the way we live there. And if I remember right, the blue laws were on the books since sometime in the 1800s. But nobody, when they arrested the cashier, nobody knew anything about it, and nobody knew that it was enforceable. Because we had, I think it was three other stores at the time, and our store manager called the others to inquire about it, and they'd all been hit the same day at the same time because the guys that walked in there, the undercover officers, bought the same things and arrested the cashiers. Hey, Lead Dog, how you doing this morning, sir? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in another great friend of the stream and a good friend of mine, Mr. Lead Dog. Great entertainer. Please go check the man out. Click that link, go give him a follow. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. How are you doing this morning, sir? Welcome in. But nobody knew about him. So we were just kind of lost that they were doing something like that. You doing good? Glad to hear it, sir. Glad to hear it. We were just talking about the blue laws that Louisiana used to have where you couldn't buy anything except groceries on a Sunday morning. Actually, Sunday, period. Yeah, we had all that going on. And grocery stores started sharing the information back and forth with each other, which was an extremely rare thing then. Because most of our stores were always in competition with each other, but they were sharing the information back and forth about, oh, we had the inspectors come in and we were watching for people who tried to buy things that they couldn't buy. Because we always assumed they were the inspector. And when they'd start driving off to another store, we'd hurry up and call the other store and let them know what kind of vehicle they were driving and what the person looked like. I was just reading about the blue laws around the country. In New Orleans, you can't buy anything unless it's bought at the World's Fair or French Quarter. The World's Fair in '84 in New Orleans. Oh, wow. I remember that one. And the French Quarter is a world in itself. I remember I had a buddy down there who was going to some place on the French Quarter. He had never been there before. And we had to advise him to put some money in his pocket, put some cash in his shoe. And we told him, make sure the only thing in your wallet, and it has to be an old wallet, is your driver's license. And he's like, why? It's like, because you will lose your wallet. And more than likely that cash in your pocket will probably be about the only thing that doesn't get picked from you. That's the reason why you put in some emergency money in your shoe just in case. He didn't believe me. My speed, come on. Oh, no, we've been on this too long now. All right. One more row and spring planting is complete. Congratulations, sir. Trying to increase the speed up here a little bit, or we can finally hurry up and get there. Note to self to always remember to read the contract fully before accepting to make sure that we don't have another massive flight like this one was. Drop this stuff and get out of the system, because after a flight like that, oh yeah. Should have known with that kind of money involved. Let's see if I can do a one jump and get out of here. From Zudolph Survey. Yep. So how's Nebraska Lands treating you, lead? Treating you pretty well? Good. Good. Even though I'm not really much in the farm sim, I love that map. I loved what they had done with it with the dynamic mud. That's good to hear. That's good news. Get rid of those mod conflicts. I know when they come up, they're a major annoyance, and then you've got to find out exactly which ones are causing it and try to fix them. One that Jimmy had that kept causing his causing everybody to lose connection. That one was almost making him pull his hair out. You're doing some map editing in Giants Editor? Just remember, Red Dirt is not allowed to use the terrain tool anywhere. He can paint, but he is not to modify the ground. On one of his farm sim maps, he decided to make a gigantic swimming pool all the way to China that everybody on Twitch could pretty much fit in. That's how big and deep it was. And so bad he couldn't fix it, he had to roll the server back. Luckily, the only reason why he saved it was I reminded him to do so before he started. We all got a good laugh out of it. Because every time he tried to fix something, he made the hole deeper and deeper. All right, we're dropping off this one, and we're going to go take our final one and see what else we could pick up and find on the way. And I came along, and he noticed how good I was with the land school. You're right, Chakota. You're right. Yeah, we banned him from it. We banned him from using that tool for a while. Had an update to PC, never started it. Are you talking about a Farm Sim update, or are you talking about Windows update? Because I had a Windows update hit me 2 days ago, and it's a good thing I got up early to check the audio setup, because my audio setup had completely changed again. The bane of all streamers, Windows updates, for some reason has always got to mess around with audio settings. LP 92640. This is going to be our first time going to this system. Not bad. We could do a straight jump. And I found out that in December, when I was having all my network issues, that apparently Windows had downloaded an update and installed it, or downloaded it and installed it a couple days after I got the net back, and ran a test stream and one stream. And when I went to go do the first stream, the real first stream, it messed up and got caught in some kind of boot cycle where all it did was continually boot and reset, boot and reset. Oh, 29.3 light years. Okay, well, we're not going to be making one jump out of this one. Six jumps. Okay. Yeah, lead it was. It took me 3 hours to break it. Whereas mine updated, my wife's didn't, and I was able to use hers to download a tool to help me break the boot cycle, the boot loop. Oh, we're smoking a little bit. But we're away from the sun, so that should put a stop to that for right now. Trying to find the happy little medium here. Whoops. C4 Chan, thank you very much for the follow. Sir Gadget, thank you very much for the host. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. And Forius, welcome. Let's see, I don't have any mod available right now. And I'm on the wrong screen. Give me just one fast moment here to get this all taken care of. Sir Gadget, thank you very much for the host. Good morning, everybody. I am Astroglide, just recently started playing Elite Dangerous. And welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well today. How was your stream today, Sir Gadget? I won the marbles match to raid you, sir. Recommendation from Randforth. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in Sir Gadget and all his fellow viewers. If you don't know who he is, please click that link, go over, give him a follow. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. Man, I dropped in this guy's stream past couple days. Man, great entertainer. Please go check him out. please. You were just doing some bounty hunting? I do. Yes, sir. I normally start about 5 a.m. Central Time, but I wasn't able to sleep this morning, so I just started a little bit early. And for some reason lately, I've been having an issue with sleep. You're welcome. I just finished the homework and sent it in 3 seconds before the deadline. Man, that's close. That is close. That is, that's down to the wire there. That's really down to the wire. He's a great guy, both of you. Well, thank you, Ranfor. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see, that's going to be our target system right there. We're going to go. No crazy moments yet. No crazy moments yet. Now, I have a feeling next week is going to be quite interesting. I'm going to do some real long haul cargo hauling and get into combat and exploration. So I'm ready to start venturing past just the basic stuff and start seeing what all kind of trouble I can get into. Yeah, C4. We are in outer space. But since we're here in our target system, we're just going to go to our lovely little station. Still trying to get into the practice of the fuel scoop so I can get used to doing it without blowing up. Ran for not much more than I was the other day. However, this afternoon, I am going to be buying a Type 6 and really going to take that thing as far as I can. If you want, I can invite you to my ship and I'll show you what to do in combat. Sure, I'll take you up on that invite in just a little bit. Can't do it right this moment, though, but we can do it. There is quite a bit you can do in this game. Quite a bit. And there is quite a bit of information out there. Video guides, written guides. The community's been great. I've had everybody coming in giving me all kinds of helpful tips. Websites to check for information. There's a lot of stuff out there. There is a lot to do. A lot to do. I love this game. Got a little tired of the FPS games. It's my personal escape. You know, Sir Gadget, I'm the same way. I'm not that great in the FPS games, but as long as I'm having fun playing it, I'll keep going back. I was okay in PUBG and Apex. I was more of the meat shield and bait than anything. But I really started playing and getting better playing Warzone. But every now and then you just need something. You just need something different. Oh, PUBG is your main game? I don't think I've played PUBG in, other than installing it and playing with somebody, just a couple games. I don't think I've really played it in about a year and a half. You went to Elite from WoW as a little escape, and see, I started out in EVE Online and then went to WoW, and after that, I just kind of needed something a little different and went back for space, and just couldn't find the perfect game for it because nothing really matched up. And now I found it. I found the one that definitely fits the bill. You know, it's complex. It's not overly complex. There is so much to do in it. It's not the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. All right, let's give these guys the cargo we're delivering to them. Let's see. 54 units. I still can't carry that yet. Let's see. Requirements not met on most of those. Six units of clothing. Oh, 126.76 light years. Not this little ship. Not this little ship. I think Eve is too complex. Tried it a few times, that game, but couldn't hold for long. Eve has an extremely steep learning curve, and the people in it are, unless you come across the right people to help you, it's harsh. It's very hard. And there's a lot of people where scamming is part of the game. So, what is your main game you play on stream? Right now, Sir Gadget, it's this. It's Elite Dangerous. I was doing a variety thing where I was kind of jumping around, where it was Night of the Dead for a while. I went to, before that was Hard Space Shipbreaker. We tore spaceships apart. And before that was The Division 2. And it's 2076. Don't want to go for 2076. Where was that first one at? Corvi. Division is a good game, but I preferred the first Division. Actually, Brantford, I did too. There was something about the second one that the first one was missing. The best part about the second one was it didn't have the launch problems that the first one did. Which game can you say you have enjoyed the most playing on stream? On stream? So far, this one. Night of the Dead was pretty good at first, but it's a work in progress. And when you are finally able to escape the island, it just stops. There's no continuation. And they're continuing to work to improve it, but they're not working on the advancement beyond the ending point. It's when they started off, it was only a 2-man dev team, ended up going to 5. But currently, this is the game. This is the one. This is the one I'm really enjoying the absolute most. Because as a kid, I was always fascinated with space. I think that's one of the reasons why space games keep my attention so much. And as long as they're fun to play and keep my attention and give me a lot to do, it keeps me coming back. You love space too? Man, when I was a kid, space was like, okay, stars, planets. First time we went to a planetarium with the class on a field trip, I was hooked at that point. I was reading everything I could about space and, watching TV shows about it, watching the meteor showers at night, waiting for eclipses, things like that. And then the one thing I always wanted that my parents would never get me because they thought it was a waste of money was a telescope. But that was one thing I had always wanted and never had. I dreamed as a kid to meet other civilizations. That too, Ranfor. That too. When I was in the Navy and we were in port, I would take the big eyes, the big powerful binoculars we had to look at the stars. Could never do it while we were underway. But when we were in port, it was easy to do. And because we were right there on the edge of the water, the edge of the ocean, man, it was breathtaking. It was beautiful. I want my ashes to be spread into space. Well, you know what they did with Gene Roddenberry and, who was the guy who played Scotty? They cremated him, and what they did was they took their ashes, they launched them into orbit, and the small capsule that they were in burned up in the Earth's atmosphere. So they, in essence, got spread around. I thought that was pretty neat. They thought it was a fitting ending for both of them to, blast off into space and then slowly have that capsule come back down and just break apart to spread their ashes all over. I mean, we got to have something good for the crew of the Starship Enterprise. Look at how many kids they probably got interested in outer space. Well, outer space, science, so many things that came out of that show. Honestly, I would like to go just once on the SpaceX, just to the edge of the world to where you can see everything and then the feeling of weightlessness. And when we were underway in the Navy, and you were away from all the city lights, it was breathtaking how dark and beautiful it was with all the stars. And you could see it all without interference unless there was cloud cover. I'd always get fussed at because I was standing outside the ship at night, and very few people were allowed out there, but that's where I'd take my break. How are you doing this morning, Leah? I'm doing good, Chakota. How are you doing this morning? Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Just read the bio. Man, I'm missing my brother. He's Navy right now. I was. That was a time period that I wouldn't change for anything. Technically, it was the first time away from home, and I got to see and do things that I probably never would have experienced if I had never joined up. When I joined up, I had completed one semester of college and was in the middle of a second one when I just started getting burned out. I wrote a paper and all of a sudden my thoughts were messed up, and I combined 2 or 3 different subjects in one paper. He actually used to play this game originally with me. I loved it. There was a lot of stressful times when I was in. I was in from 86 to 90. Iran and Iraq were still shooting back and forth at each other. We were escorting tankers in and out of the Persian Gulf, and hearing machine gun bullets ricochet off the hull. I never told my mother that part because she'd have freaked out if she ever knew that. Other than that, and that was really a stressful time, was having to watch for them to fire missiles at us. It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. I was a I was an operations specialist. We did radar operations. So we were always busy. We always had to be well rested, which unfortunately is something that I'm not right now and haven't been for a while, because the sweep of the radar room, the sweep of the radar arm, the green, it would mesmerize you if you were tired, and you would go to sleep. And it was bad because we actually had people falling asleep on it. There was one time for Thanksgiving, they served us turkeys that were bad. And we were already shorthanded in CIC. And when we got relieved to go eat, we went to the mess decks and they were out of turkey. They were serving ham. So we ate ham. Everybody who ate the turkey got food poisoning. And there were quite a few people who did, and there were only a handful of us who didn't. And it was so bad that we were unable to rotate watch standing to get relieved. So we ended up having to stand a 52-hour watch. We were rotating once an hour in different positions to try to keep each other awake. Having massive amounts of coffee that we weren't supposed to have in the radar room. Having food in there to eat. We weren't supposed to eat in there either. And we didn't have time to shower. We didn't have time to anything. We had to run to the head when we had to go and hurry up and run back. There was no in between. And eventually they found a couple people on the aircraft carrier who were OSs who had trained on our old style radars, who actually could relieve us. And they brought them over because we were finally at the point where we weren't making complete sentences anymore. We were falling asleep standing up. They told me that I clocked an oil derrick going about 800 miles an hour, 800 knots. Because we had a special formula we had to use to compute a ship's speed, and somehow I computed it going 800 knots. That's when they decided it was time to actually relieve us because we couldn't do it anymore. When we got relieved, we slept. I slept for 2 days straight. I was so tired. We had the captain in CIC, and he was just as sick as everybody else was, and it was just a nightmare. Oh, Ranford, you don't know the half of it. I've had some bad experiences there. Some things I had to do I didn't like doing, but it was it was a great time. It was a great time. Hey, 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 Tangent Turner. Thank you very much for the raid. How is everybody doing this morning? Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Astroglide, formerly Ocean67, and welcome aboard. How was your stream today, sir? Ladies and gentlemen, please click that link, go over, give Tangent Turner a follow. Please. Please go let him know that we appreciate him. Thank you so much. Thank you. How was your stream today, sir? Was okay. Still not feeling the best, but got a little mining in. Aw, man, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Hope whatever it is passes quickly for you. Hope it passes quickly. Just take it easy. Don't push yourself, because most of these illnesses, if they hit you a second time, they hit you a lot worse than the first. We're just playing a little bit of Elite Dangerous this morning. Whatever it is, it's called 2020. Okay, enough said. Enough said. I joke and tell my friends, in the future when they perfect time travel, they're going to ban anyone from going back to the year 2020. Because nobody should go back to that time period. In particular, that 1 year. That's a year I think we all want to forget about. Tangent Turner, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Delta Fleece. I got hit with something yesterday. I don't know what it was. Everything was fine 1 minute, and then all of a sudden everything got all topsy-turvy. Well, welcome in, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. I'm glad y'all stopped by. Well, Mr. Astroglide, have a great... Yes, sir, Sir Gadget. You take it easy, sir. You get yourself a good rest, and I will stop by your stream in the morning. See you then, sir. Thank you. Dropping off these last couple of missions here. And then later on this afternoon, we're going to get a Type 6. We're going to properly outfit it for massive hauling. And then see what kind of trouble we can really get into. And that's easy for me. All right, 4 jumps. Well, let's get her done. Yes, sir, and thank you very much, Sir Gadget. Thank you for bringing by your community. I do greatly appreciate it, sir. Ever going to flip the cam on so we can see that nice white beard growing back in? Chakota, bite me. You want to make fun of my white beard? I'll make fun of your mullet. But don't worry, camp's going to be coming back on Monday. I've got to get it reset, get the lights configured, Gotta reset the green screen. And we will get it done. If you want, I could share some wing missions with you after I finish them, so you can get the same amount of cash. I appreciate it, Ranford. Unfortunately, I'm about to have to go get the wife up and start taking care of our dogs. I've got a lot of responsibilities and things I've got to take care of in the mornings. That's the reason why I normally end somewhere around 8 to 8:30. I do appreciate the offer. I really do. And I thank you for it. Hey, mullets are coming back whether you like it or not, and I'll be rocking this mullet. Dakota, you weren't even alive when the mullets were first around in the 80s. 90s? 80s. Heck, I don't even remember when they were around now. Why don't you grow yourself a little rat tail and dye it purple? I think that was the main color everybody used back then, was purple. So you look like a reject from the 80s. Come on, man. Get with the times. Got to do the punk hairdo. You know, long in the back, shaved on the sides. Those were always pretty good. Or you can go always the crew cut. Oh, come on. Oh, I guess that would help. I'm sitting here burning up and not throttling up for it. I always used to do the crew cuts in the summertime. Now I've gone to the high-end tights for some reason. Short hair ain't my thing. Yeah, we could tell. We could tell, man. We could tell. Don't worry. One day you'll get that way. Not saying anything about it, sir. Not saying anything about it. Let's see. Was that our final jump? That was our final jump. Sorry, having to do a little stretch here. You said it, Chakota. I didn't reply. If you notice, nobody else did either. So we're just going to let that one slide. We are going to let that one slide. Ladies and gentlemen, Chakota or Apache Creek Farms here is one of my good friends. Met him up over at Red Dirt Ranch's channel. And we always get into the little joking and carrying on back and forth. Great guy, up and coming streamer. Trying his best to get back into it after upgrading his CPU. Please click that link, go over, give him a follow, and leave his notification bell alone. Always playing Farm Sim. All right, most of my friends all play Farm Sim. These are all great guys, all great entertainers, and I wouldn't recommend, or I wouldn't recommend or call out anybody that I didn't think y'all would have a good time with. Because the whole purpose of gaming and Twitch is for, having a good time. Having a few laughs, enjoying yourself, and just kicking back and relaxing. Right, let's get this all taken care of. Got to repair from that heat damage. And there we go. You're welcome, Chigoda. You're welcome, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it is that time. I wish to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you for all the raids, the hosts, the follows, the laughs, the chat, the tips. Greatly appreciate them all. Let's see. Let's go find somebody to share the love with this morning. And I think I just found ourselves the perfect target. If y'all can give me just one moment to get this command set up. And there we go. Thank y'all very much for coming in. I will be back at 5 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, playing some more Elite Dangerous. And until that time, I hope y'all take care, have yourselves a good day, and be safe out there.